Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Hashir Zubairi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn about frequency measurement using PIC18F452 microcontroller. First of all, I would like to show you the simulation result. As you can see, this is our circuit diagram of frequency measurement circuit. In this, I have used PIC18F452 microcontroller at the port C pin 2 RC2 pin of microcontroller, which is also perform function of CCP1 module. I have applied a square wave of certain frequency. Now what is frequency of the wave? I have selected frequency of the wave as 60 Hz, and this PIC microcontroller is programmed to measure the frequency of the incoming wave and display the result on this 16x2 LCD. So let's simulate the circuit. As you can see, it is accurately displaying frequency of the incoming wave. Now let's change the frequency and simulate the circuit again. Now I have changed the frequency from 60 Hz to 500 Hz. Now let's see what is the result. As you can see, it can accurately measure the frequency of any incoming wave. So now let's discuss how to code this. In this presentation, we will learn how to implement frequency measurement using PIC18F452 microcontroller. So first of all, we have to learn what is CCP module programming in PIC18F452. Now CCP module has three modes: capture, compare and PWM. In frequency measurement, we will apply capture mode of CCP module. Logic of frequency measurement using capture mode of CCP module. Then I will explain you the Proteus circuit and finally the code. Now what is CCP module? The CCP module stands for capture, compare and PWM. It is a peripheral which allows the user to time and control various events. Now how the capture mode work? The function of capture mode is to store the contents of 16-bit timer upon detecting the nth rising or falling edge is written to internal register. What does it mean? We run a timer, basically timer 1 or timer 3 of PIC microcontroller. Then we will configure CCP module in capture mode. And when a certain event occurs such that nth rising or falling edge, the contents of timers are stored into the capture registers and we can access them. This is all the function of capture mode, to capture the contents of timer registers. Now introduction to CCP module programming. Now let's clear some basics about CCP module in PIC18F452 microcontroller. So basically there are two CCP modules in PIC microcontroller named as CCP1 and CCP2. Each CCP modules contain a 16-bit register which can perform certain functionality in capture, compare and PWM mode. Now we are only using capture mode, so this 16-bit capture register will basically capture the contents of timer whenever a certain event is occur. What is the event? Event will be either the rising edge of the pulse or the falling edge of the pulse. So a timer will basically running in background, and when a certain edge of wave occur, the contents of timer in stored in this 16-bit capture registers. So as we have discussed, there are two CCP module. Each CCP module have associated two main register. One is CCP1 con, one is CCP con. Now what is the function of this CCP X con register? X is basically, when we will talk about CCP1 module, we will pronounce it CCP1 con, and when we will talk about CCP2 module, we will say it CCP2 con. Now CCP X con is a 8-bit register. The purpose of this register is to configure our CCP module, whether we would like to use this CCP module in capture mode, in compare mode or in PWM mode. This type of settings or configuration are done using CCP XCON register. The second most important register associated with CCP module is CCPR register, CCPRX register. So CCPR1 or CCPR2 registers are associated with CCP1 and CCP2 modules of PIC respectively. This is a 16-bit register which is basically divided into two 8-bit registers, CCPRXL and CCPRXH. This 16-bit register will store the contents of 16-bit timer when a certain event will occur. The third important thing associated with CCP module is CCPX interrupt flag, which is located in PIR1 register. Now this interrupt flag will have its own functionality. Same are the registers associated with CCP2 module. These are CCP2 con. This is 8-bit register used to configure CCP2 module of PIC. CCPR2, which is a 16-bit register. This register is used to store the contents of timer, similarly as CCPR1, and similarly CCP2 module has flag pronounced as CCP2 interrupt flag. Whenever we use CCP module, we have to use a timer with it. When CCP module has capture mode, the timer associated with it can either be timer 1 or timer 3 of PIC microcontroller. When it is configured as compare mode, we have to use timer 1 or timer 3. But in PWM mode, we have to use timer 2. So as in this project, we are using compare mode. So we will utilize timer 1 or timer 3 for this project. As we have already get familiarized with CCP module of PIC microcontroller, so now move towards capture mode of CCP module, as capture mode is the main working logic. Now as we have already discussed the function of capture mode, in capture mode there is a 16-bit register named as CCPRX. Now what is X? X is here is either we are using CCP1 or CCP2 pin of PIC microcontroller. So CCPRX register captures the 16-bit content of the timer 1 or timer 3. Either timer 1 is a base timer or timer 3 is a base timer. This capture register basically captures the content of timer when an event occurs on CCPX pin, either CCP1 or CCP2 pin. So what is this event? An event may be one of the following pin. Either it will capture the timer value at every falling edge, or at every rising edge, or at 4th rising edge, or at every 16th rising edge. Now let me explain pictorially. Let's say this is our PIC microcontroller and this is CCP X pin of PIC microcontroller, either CCP1 or CCP2. Now we will configure any timer, timer 1 or timer 3 for this purpose and applied and pulse to CCP pin of microcontroller. Now when CCP module is working in capture mode, it will capture the timer contents when an nth falling or rising edge will occur. So we will get the timer counts when this rising or falling edge will occur. So this is the purpose of capture mode of PIC microcontroller. So while using CCP module in capture mode, we have to do the following setting. First of all, we have to use CCP X pin of PIC microcontroller as an input pin. Why an input pin? As we are applying a certain wave at this input, so we have to use this pin as input pin, or we have to either associate timer 1 or timer 3 module for the measurement of timer. Now the following settings are necessary while using CCP module in capture mode. First of all, we have to initialize CCP pin as input pin. Why input pin? As we have to apply a certain wave on this pin. Also, we have to use timer 1 or timer 3 module in capture mode as a timer or as a synchronous counter. Now, how to configure CCP module as in capture mode? So for this, we have a register name as CCPXCon, which is associated with each CCP module, which in this register, these 2 bits are not for our use, as these pins will use in PWM mode. So for our purpose, we will use these 4 bits to tell microcontroller that we have to use CCP module in capture mode, and these 4 bits will decide which of the event we want to capture, or at which event we want to get the content of timer, either the falling edge, either the rising edge, etc. So for our case, these are the 4 combinations which will used in capture mode. If we want to capture every falling edge, we will use this combination. And if we want to capture every rising edge, we will use this combination. Similarly, if we want 4th or 16th rising edge, we can use this combination in place of these 4 bits to tell our microcontroller either which event we want to capture. Now let's move toward capture mode coding step. How to use CCP module in capture mode and how to write a code for it. First of all, we have to load CCP XCON register to tell PIC microcontroller in which mode we are going to use CCP module. Then we have to initialize capture register as 0. Then we have to use CCP X pin as input pin. Then we have to load timer register to select either we are using timer 1 or timer 3 as a base timer, and then we have to configure the selected timer and load this and initialize the selected timer. Then we have to poll CCPX IF pin to wait for the event, and when the certain event will occur, this flag will raise, and when there is no event occurring, no flag will be raised. When certain event will be raised, this CCPX IF flag becomes high, and the contents of timer 1 or timer 3, either which timer we are using as a base timer, the content of such timer will be stored in the capture register named as CCPRX. What is our next step? We have to clear the flag to capture the next coming event. Then we have to read the value captured in capture registers and use where we want to use, and then we have to move to our next application. As we have discussed introduction of CCP module, also we are now familiar with how to use CCP module in capture mode. So now we are ready to develop a logic of frequency measurement using capture mode of CCP module. For this, let's say I have a wave. Let's say I have this wave. Suppose we have applied this wave to CCP pin of microcontroller, and then we want to capture rising edge of this wave. Suppose we want to detect every rising edge of this wave. So this is a falling edge, this is also a rising edge. Now as you can notice, the distance between two rising edge is the total time period of the wave, and we know that the inverse of time period is basically frequency. So what we will do, we will start the timer, and the timer will start from 0, and basically it will be associated with CCP module in capture mode, and then the CCP module will capture the second rising edge, and we have to measure the timer counts between these two events. Now the timer counts can be easily converted into the actual time using the formula actual time t is equal to 4 multiplied by the prescaler value which we are using divided by crystal frequency. By using this formula, we can easily find the time period of the incoming pulse, and when we take the inverse of this time period, we will get the frequency. So this logic will be applied in our micro C code to measure the frequency of any incoming wave. Now this is our code. I have followed the same steps as discussed above. I have used timer 1 as a base timer for CCP module in capture mode, and suppose this is our pulse. Now before turning on the timer, I have polled the CCP IF flag so that whenever a rising edge will occur, CCP capture mode will capture this event. So I have polled the timer and timer is shut off. So when the first rising edge will occur, I will start the timer, and the timer will beginning is counting from this step to this step, and we will convert finally the counts into the actual time period. By using this time period, we can calculate the frequency and display the result on LCD. So in case of any confusion, you can comment below. Thank you.